What's good, everybody? It is Friday, May 26, 2023. This is your daily sports betting brand of record. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all sports betting, and it's not close. Now, we decided in December of 2020 that we would be here 365 days a year. We're the only brand in the country that's here every single day. But when you do that, and you get to the time of the year where it stinks because everything's winding down or you just have baseball, that's part of it. You got to get through it, and you're going to have bad days. I tell you that all the time. And yesterday, one of our worst, and we embrace it. We own it. It was very close to a good day. But what does EC always say? Almost is not good enough. But we're right back at it again today. You guys know money management. I preach it to you all the time. A bad day should not affect you at all. But a good day is what we're about to have right now. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you are brand new to this brand, you've arrived on a very cool day. Because it's a little something extra, a little something special. Welcome to Big Pick Energy Friday. Let's go! Oh, that's what
let's go!
Talking about. Yesterday's in the past, and now we're laser focused. M Squared, good morning, sir. How are you?
I am doing well, Coach. You know, we didn't get Tatum over on points. We did, however, get the Celtics in a big way, like we talked about on the show. So hopefully some of you guys had some additional plays from that, but we're fired up, ready to go.
The game played out exactly as M Squared said that it would. Now, when it got down to 10 with 45 seconds to go, it was a little bit sweaty, but they hit that long three and everything was all good for anybody who played the spread, or if you had it in a money line parlay somewhere, you got it. M Squared, thank you very much. Sniper, good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm ready to hit some plays today. We're going to bounce back, as you said, bounce back.
I'm ready to hit some plays too, Sniper. I'm ready to hit some plays too. And the man that this show was named for, it's his day. It's the only day he's on all week. We look forward to it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, and a good morning to Chip Patterson. Good morning, Chip.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, M Squared. Good morning, Sniper. Good morning, Early Edge fam. And just because I'm on Early Edge in the morning only one day a week does not mean I am not immersed in the entire Early Edge fam, because M Squared was on CBS Sports HQ, where you do find many of your favorite Early Edge experts and contributors. And he told you about the Celtics. He also told you about that Celtics series price. Ooh, the old price? Yesterday's price is not today's price. Hope you listened, because what do we say? It pays to listen live.
Hashtag, I love it. Hashtag, it pays to watch live. Let's jump into it, guys. It's time for Marquee matchups of the day. And as I said, right now, it's basically baseball. Got a little bit of hockey, a little bit of basketball, but this is going to be our bread and butter for the next couple of months. So let's lean in and let's be positive about it. So here are the favorites today that we're going to go with. Orioles, Angels, and the Braves. You see the numbers on the screen. This is baseball. So, Sniper, I'm starting with you. Which favorite are you following to the pay window today?
Well, this is a tall order, not on the pick, but on you telling me that I have to be positive about it, because I wasn't going to be positive. I was totally going to go negative. The Marlins are a great fade right now. They're 2-5 on this current road trip. Going into the road trip, I tried to tell anybody who would listen that their record was far too good compared to their personnel, compared to their run differential, compared to so many different things. And it's starting to show up here on this road trip. They lost 3 of 4 in Colorado. I think the losing is going to continue in Anaheim, or sorry, Los Angeles, or whatever they want to call it.
It's Anaheim. We call it Anaheim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Angels are the pick, because I'm fading the Marlins pretty much every day.
I got to tell you, Sniper, I live, and many of you know this, 20 minutes from the stadium. And I'm like a transplanted Angels fan now. And Roger Lodge is the host of the pregame show.
Yeah.
Pregame show, right? You know Roger Lodge.
The Sports Lodge.
Thank you.
I'm a regular on the Sports Lodge.
Oh, man. All right. So
yeah.
I have a weekly segment on the Sports Lodge, and they have this thing called Halo Honk Night. And it's going to be June 7th. And I was invited with my family. So I'm going to send in a pick from the middle of the crowd at Halo Honk Night.
Nice.
June 7th. It'll be cool. It'll be cool. We'll be there live from the stadium. So it'll be really, really nice. All right. M Squared. We've got one for the Angels. Where are you going today?
I'm headed to the Angels as well, Coach. I think this is a great spot to fade the Marlins. One thing I like to do, we fade a lot of teams their first day after going to Coors Field, especially for a long series like that. When you're in Coors Field playing at altitude, breaking pitches don't break. Things are flat. It's a lot easier to see the ball and hit it. Now you go to an environment closer to sea level, breaking pitches start to break more. Things do not quite look the same. It definitely takes a little bit of time here, which is why you typically see a little slower start in some of those games. Angels crush left-handed pitching to begin with, so give me the Angels here.
Boom, boom, boom. Joe says, great crew today for Beast Friday. And one of those beasts, Chip Patterson. Chip, where are you going?
We're going with the Bravos. We'll take Atlanta. I know it's a steep price here, but the bats were hot. 8 runs on Thursday. I think that is going to be the play here. We never, ever, ever here in the Patterson household align ourselves with anything involving the Orioles because I'm blacked out. How? In Raleigh, North Carolina, am I blacked out of the Baltimore Orioles? I don't know, but I don't want any part of it. Give me the Braves.
Don't you hate it when you're on the, what's it called, MLB Access, whatever it's called? We all have it. We have to have it. To do this, you have to have it. When you hit a game and it tells you you're blacked out and you're like, what? Whenever I go to Florida to do golf and I'm blacked out of the Rays and the Marlins, both.
Those are good games.
I know.
Go to Iowa. There's about 6 teams in Iowa. Seriously.
You're blacked out of the Cubs, the Royals, the Cardinals probably.
Yeah, it's both Chicago teams. I think the Twins also. Yeah, Royals, Cardinals. It's ridiculous.
Wow, it is ridiculous. But you know what's also ridiculous is the fact that I left out one very, very important sport. And you guys are asking about it in the chat. So, Mikey, can you enlighten the people over the next 3 months when we still have I believe the French Open, the Wimbledon, and the U.S. Open? What do we have at SportsLine for the good people who like tennis?
We will have a lot. There'll be multiple different cappers up there. I will be making picks here on the Early Edge and CBS Sports HQ. We're going to cover a lot of it there, so definitely stay tuned. I believe EC might even dabble in tennis. I know Grace likes tennis. They may do that on that show as well. I think there's going to be a lot of tennis in the future, though, here in the summer months.
And that call and that show that Mikey's talking about is Early Edge in 5 every single weekday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And yes, Grace, amazing Grace, will be taking over as the host very, very soon. I am stepping back. All right. Now, Mikey just said we are everywhere, not only here, but also I like to call it the Early Edge takeover. The bosses might not like it, but that's exactly what we're doing. We're taking over every platform at CBS, including this one.
Get breaking news.
Big news coming out of the NFL today.
Highlights and instant reactions.
The largest final round comeback in Ford championship history. We're down to the final 4.
I just want to take time to analyze greatness.
Talk winners and losers with a guy who's already a big winner.
CBS Sports HQ. It's all sports all day long.
Our girl Lori says M-Squared's tennis picks are gold. Not so sure about EC. Lori,
yeah, I didn't mean EC might have winning tennis picks. I meant tennis picks often end up being parlay legs for a lot of people.
The man's a savage. The man's an absolute savage. All right, it's time for the fun portion of the show. Don't look now, but you can tell your dad, you can tell your granddad that in sports betting, you're allowed to have a good time. You're allowed to have fun. It's allowed. Dirty little secret. Now, here are the numbers. Peter Alonso, plus 300. Yordan Alvarez, plus 290. Christian Walker, plus 400. Sniper, which one of these incredible hitters is going to go yard tonight?
So when I initially saw the email yesterday that said these are going to be the 3 guys on Pick the Prop, I got kind of annoyed because Pete Alonso is on there like every single day, but then I ended up taking Pete Alonso, so I'm Pete Alonso on this one. Well, I mean, he's the major league leader in home runs. He should be on here every day. He's in Coors Field. He hits 400 in Coors Field in his career with 3 home runs and 35 at bats. I didn't love either one of the other picks, so I'm on Alonso here.
All right. I like Miserable Matt, though. Believe me, when I said positive, it wasn't about you. We like Miserable Matt. We love Miserable Matt. All right. M-Squared, where are we going today?
Yeah, this one is tough for me. I'm going to actually ride with Yordan Alvarez despite the negative park shift in Oakland here. I think it's a great matchup for him. I think the Astros, they need to break out. They were terrible the last 2 days offensively at the plate here. So Alonso makes a ton of sense at Coors Field. Christian Walker, decent park, not wanting to pick on Chris Sale. I think he's actually back a little bit at this point. So give me Yordan Alvarez.
All right. By the way, as soon as the other sports are done, because it's a timing issue, we can't be on here for an hour every single day, we will be starting the weather report. And every single day, we'll be talking about at least the 3 best hitting environments or worse. Whatever Mikey wants to do, it's going to be his segment. We will start as soon as we have a little bit more time in the show. Can't wait for that. Very, very, very important. Chip, talk to me.
Man of principles, you're going to give me someone in Coors Field who can hit it that well. We go Pete Alonso. We don't even think twice.
Very concise take. I like it. Now, one sport that is really starting to slow down. However, in June, there will be a big tournament that we will be all over. But you know that less than 2 months ago, we started our 24/7, 365 soccer network that we like to call Galazzo. But on Galazzo, they talk about one of the great leagues in all of the world. As Buckets likes to say, Siri.
All eyes are on Italy.
Absolutely astonishing.
As the race to qualify for Europe
Huge moment.
all comes down to the final match day.
It's a goal.
Stream every pivotal Serie A match live on Paramount Plus.
You're damn right. There's one on today, 2:45 Eastern time. Sassuolo. I don't even know who they're playing, but it is Sassuolo. Now, normally I don't do this multiple times in a week. It's special. You guys know it's special, but I feel like today it's needed because Jairi in the chat says, hey, first day back from vacation, man, I'm feeling a little bit sluggish. I got to be honest with you. After the day that we had yesterday, I woke up this morning feeling a little bit sluggish, but this show always gets me going, and hopefully it does for you too. So let's get to our board for the day. M Squared, you know the drill, son. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is, what sport it is, tennis, golf, football, basketball, baseball. My man is our resident genius. I say it all the time. So, Mikey, if you don't mind, give it to me.
All right, Coach. Let's look at the St. Louis Cardinals here. Played them plus 105 over at WinBet this morning. Computer number, I make this one minus 113. Translates to about 53% of the time they win this one. Basically saying the wrong team is favored here. I want to pick on Shane Bieber just a little bit. Shane Bieber is a guy not throwing high velocity. Looking at a lot of his numbers, we're definitely seeing him start to slow down here at this point in his career. The strikeout upside disappearing just enough here. But when I look at the pitches he's throwing a four-seam fastball that he really has overperformed on so far. We've got a 300 weighted on base average. The expected number of balloons all the way up over 360, putting him below Major League Baseball average. What is significant about that is when you look at another pitch that he throws, which is the cut fastball, that one is well below average, 428, already allowed 3 home runs on that specific pitch. I think this is a great spot to back the Cardinals offense. You had Goldschmidt and Arenado out of the lineup yesterday. Well-deserved rest for them. They are ready to go here. And then on the other side, Liberatore, look, the guy's got elite strikeout upside to get himself out of trouble. Now he gets a Cleveland offense that rates 29th in weighted on base average against left-handed pitching. This Cleveland team is not good against left-handed pitching here. Give me the Cardinals here, plus 105. I think they should be favored.
7:10 p.m. Eastern time is the first pitch, a full slate, 15 games today, 4 late games as well. Mikey, as always, thank you very much, sir. Now, Sniper, there is a team in Major League Baseball that we knew because I put a little cheese, a little sprinkle on them to win it all, and they got off to an awful start. But now it appears like they are playing like the team we thought they were going to be. Who am I talking about?
The Oakland Athletics. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. I just got mixed up for a second there. The Houston Astros, maybe?
Oh, boom, 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 boom.
Okay. So, yeah, the Astros had won 8 in a row in 11 of their last 12. Before the last 2 games in Milwaukee, they lost those games. But, hey, you know what? Every team's not going to win every game. This isn't a different sport like that. Baseball, you could have a college team win 2 of 4 from a Major League Baseball team, just depending on how everything falls. And the way things are trending right now, the Astros are going to be, I believe, one of the best teams in baseball the rest of the year. As you mentioned, heading into the year, World Series champions, one of the best teams in baseball heading in. On the opposite end of the spectrum, since I said I'm going to be negative today, apparently it's going to be the theme for the whole show. The Oakland Athletics are pathetic. Does anybody remember the 1962 Mets? Probably not. I don't know if any of us were alive for the 1962 Mets, but they are generally regarded as one of the worst teams in baseball history, if not the worst team in baseball history. I bring that up for a reason. Those Mets were 40-120. They had 16 wins when they lost their 40th game. The Oakland Athletics had 10 wins when they lost their 40th game. That's how pathetic the A's are. They just played last night in Seattle. They had to travel. The Astros had an off day. I don't know what else to say other than that. I'm riding the Astros on the run line here because it should be a blowout because the A's are just that pathetic and the Astros are that good. That's an easy pick for me. Further, on the other coast, I'm going to add another play here, and it's going to be an individual player. I'm going to go with Corey Seager in Baltimore. You've got Baltimore on the left field, down the left field line. Corey Seager's left-handed, though, so he only has to deal with the right field. Short porch, tall wall, but short porch in right field. He's been on fire since he came off the injured list. He's hitting .375 with 9 RBI and 6 runs in his last 6 games. Both of his career series in Camden Yards, he has a home run. He has 3 home runs in 6 games overall there. Grayson Rodriguez, Orioles pitcher, versus left-handers this year has allowed a .303 average with a .591 slugging. Huge slugging allowed against left-handers. Corey Seager's left-handed, as I said. And Grayson Rodriguez at home, believe this, has allowed a .346 opposing batting average in Camden with a .539 slugging. I love Corey Seager in this matchup. I'm all over him. So we're going to go over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs.
And I love when the sniper breaks down baseball. I talk about it all the time. Educate and entertain. # knowledge is power. Let's help the people out just a little bit before we get to Chip. Zach says, hey, Coach, when baseball is the only thing you have to do, how about a little DFS segment? Mikey, would that be something you think the people would like?
It's possible, yeah. We could definitely look at hitters to target in DFS. It'd be very similar to the pick the prop with the home runs, but we could maybe do it with pitchers instead of strikeout props, looking at some DFS salaries maybe when we include the strikeout props. Yeah.
Okay, something to think about. We'll actually talk about it because you guys know if you give us a suggestion, we're talking about it in our meetings. I promise. You guys know that. You control the show. Chip, they're saying in the chat, we need Emery and RJ for some football picks. Where could they get football picks all the time?
Yep. SportsLine. Just I don't know. Maybe use a promo code early. Maybe go and sign up. Maybe go ahead. Hey, what about a Futures Friday? What
Whoa. Explain that.
What happens when we can start to target win totals at the NFL and the college level? When we start to look at conference futures, when we start to look at division futures, and we could start rolling that out now because we're already starting to see the win totals. We're already starting to see the conference title odds. And if you don't think I'm running the Chipalytics to get my picks ready for when they are requested, I'll get them ready to go, baby. We're still crunching. We're still crunching the numbers. But the Chipalytics are running because I want to be able to have all those win totals, conference title futures, all that good stuff. I think a Futures Friday kind of segment would be something that could work too.
Are you telling me that with all of the conferences and all the NFL that you next Friday could start a Futures Friday segment that we could run for 3 months? Is there enough to do that?
Not next Friday.
The Chipalytics take more time.
Yeah, take more time. All right, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah. I like it. I like the ideas. Now, the last idea, and I'm coming to the sniper. Somebody in the chat, and there's so many people that I've already lost it, but they want a little parlay to go with their Cubbies, which is a 2:20 Eastern start today. You have anything you can suggest to put with the Cubs today, Matt?
Yeah. Raise team total. I thought about, I had to look up at my whiteboard. I always do.
Love your whiteboard that we can't see.
I thought about the Rays team total as a play because I don't like Noah Syndergaard in that matchup. So throw a Rays total on there. Sprinkle a little Rays team total on there.
That'll be, and at the pay window, they'll be like Cubs and Rays team total. Oh,
yeah.
Opposites do attract. Sniper, Chip, M Squared, thank you as always. The chat. You mean so much to us every single day. Keep chatting in there, but also don't forget, hit that like button for us. It's very, very important as the show grows and becomes that #1 show whenever you Google it on Apple or Spotify or YouTube or, I don't know, Paramount Plus, perhaps, very soon. I don't know. Now, we've arrived. We've heard from our resident genius. We've heard from miserable Matt. And now, it is time for the fire picks of the one and only Chip Patterson. Chip, as always, sir, the floor is yours.
feeling good. And not just because it's a Big Pick Energy Friday, but because we're coming off of last week when we had Big Pick Energy Synergy. What was that? That was me coming out and telling you, like, look, I understand Brooks was over par in that first round, but I liked the guts of what was going on in that round. And what did PGA CS say? He said, I liked Brooks in the outright. He gave you Brooks Koepka, the eventual PGA champion, at better than 40-1 odds. Now, I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to stick to some round 2 plays. I got these at Caesars. We begin with Scotty Scheffler over Sam Burns and Davis Riley. Look, he was T2 last week. He was in contention to win. So I am not shaken when it was a little bit of a rocky start. Remember, he started on the back 9 and he missed scoring opportunities, good ones at 14, 15, 17, 18. But he was 1 under for his first 9 holes right after finishing T2 at the PGA Championship. So what happens on his second 9 holes of the day? Bangs home good chances at 1, 5, 8. He's 3 under for the championship. I think that is the real lead. Scotty Scheffler, someone who I like based on what I saw in round 1. And since that's a little juicy, I want to give you a little Patterson plus minus. Let's go with something at plus value. How about Justin Rose at plus 175 over Jordan Spieth and Chris Kirk? There were 15 pars in Justin Rose's round, and if he had even average putting, 3 of those would have been birdies. And so if the ball striking is good, you're hoping that he's going to be able to get a few more of those to go, and he's going up against Jordan Spieth, who was all over the place off the tee, and Chris Kirk's just not really a threat in my mind. And so I like this as a great plus value play where Justin Rose, who, by the way, was one of only 11 golfers under par at the PGA Championship. I like Justin Rose to be able to keep that good form going. I think here in round 2, he gets it over Spieth and Kirk. So we got a little minus with Scotty Scheffler, someone who I think can win, and a little plus value, again, all here in round 2.
Y'all want to know why both of those plays are so smart? I'm going to explain it to you real quick. Because Scotty Scheffler, who is ROM 1A, 1B, you throw Davis Riley into that, it brings the number way down. Scheffler right now, you can't find him head-to-head for less than minus 150 most of the time. Davis Riley, the only reason that he's got a good number is he won at the Zurich. The Zurich is a team competition. When he's playing by himself, he's been terrible all year. Super smart. Justin Rose just won at Pebble Beach. He's got his game back. And when you put him with Jordan Spieth, who, as Chip said, was all over the place, and he still got that injured arm, and Chris Kirk is just Chris Kirk.
Yeah, Sam Burns head-to-head against Scheffler. Scheffler was minus 220, so being able to get Davis Riley in there, we were able to get a better price. And Sam Burns was a little bit of smoke and mirrors, 6 for 7 on scrambling, 2 for 2 on sand saves, real rabbit out of a hat stuff from the defending champion at this tournament. I like Scheffler. Again, the real lead to me on this leaderboard is whatever Scheffler does at the end of this round.
If you're wondering if this course for the whole tournament plays into Scheffler's hands, can you tell me who Sam Burns beat last year in a playoff to win this tournament, Chip?
Wasn't it Scotty Scheffler?
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
It absolutely was. The man can play anywhere. So with all that being said, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap, courtesy of the Snake on the 1s and the 2s. M-squared Cardinals on the money line plus 105. Chip, we got 2 3-balls. Shop around, get the best numbers. Scheffler over Sam Burns and Davis Riley, and Justin Rose plus 175 over Spieth and Kirk. And then the sniper. He's on the Astros minus 1.5, minus 140. This is an easy one. An easy one. Travel and playing the ace. Stop it. Corey Seager over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Do not forget later today, Frick and Frack and AB and the whole crew early edge in 5 at 4 p.m. Eastern time. More best bets for the night in sports. I want you all to have a fantastic day. I want you all to have a fantastic Memorial Day weekend. I want you to be safe, and just know that every single day, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we will be right here at 10 a.m. Eastern time as we do it all for you. So with all that being said, there's just one thing left to do, and I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, Lembo, M-Square, the sniper, Chip, and of course the Snake, always behind the scenes on the 1s and the 2s, just keeping this train on the track. I am simply the coach. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's what we're all about right here at the Early Edge. Good luck.